Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and get my disclaimer because I got to get going. This is my first day back to work, so I got a million things to do. But hopefully, you guys got out, got your coffee and your tea, and got where you need to be. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and it is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Yes, I've been running, trying to get my son to school this morning on his first day of school. That went well. That went very, very well. So, yes, hopefully you guys got up and got out them. For those of you that have the small ones that are going to school this morning, I hope they got off to school and did what they needed to do as well. Yes, so we're back on our regularly scheduled program of Car Chronicles. I hope you guys are doing great this morning. All right. Okay, so let's get on with celebrity news. We're going to start out with Miss Tiffany Haddish. It's something I wanted to talk about with her. Let me get to it. I got my glasses on, y'all, because I'm kind of multitasking this morning. So, yes. Give me a second, y'all. We're getting there. Okay. All right. Miss Tiffany Haddish, you guys, for those of you who don't know, she is being sued for $1 million. Okay. She's being sued for $1 million, Miss Tiffany Haddish. Now, we really haven't heard a lot about Tiffany Haddish here lately. She's kind of been at a standstill. She really hasn't been doing any movies, or I haven't heard of her doing any new stand-up comedy shows, which I don't really think she's that funny like that. But she is being sued for $1 million by the mother of the abused accusers. The children, you guys remember, where she and Aries Spears did those skits, and those children were involved. And I said that the woman that is suing her has been a friend of her, was a friend of hers for some years, that she actually personally knows her, or know her rather. And her children were allowed to be in a skit with Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, and some inappropriate things were happening in those skits, at which the mother decided to y'all not gonna make me laugh this morning, which the mother decided to sue. All right, so they're saying that the drama from the Tiffany Haddish child abuse case continues with a new $1 million lawsuit from the children's mother. Her name is Teresa Morris, over extortion allegations, or accusations rather. Okay. Now they're saying that the Haunted Mansion star and Aries Spears previously said that they feared that the 2022 allegations from their sketches with the two minor children would ruin their careers, which I thought it was as well. Now they're saying, although the children's suit was dismissed, okay, last September, it says that both comedians could be headed back to court over this particular situation. So it's looking like the mother is looking for a payout. Okay, now she did receive some money for the actual lawsuit, but it's looking like she's coming after Tiffany Haddish again. Now they're saying that reports of the children's mother filed a $1 million defamation suit against Tiffany and Aries, claiming that she's the one who ended up with the ruined reputation. It says that the actors responded to the shocking suit by calling Teresa an extortionist who tried to shake down the stars for years. Okay, she wants money. So this says that Aries also called her a lying bitch behind this. Okay, he's upset. So it also goes on to say that Teresa's daughter, which they call her Jane Doe because she is a minor, okay, previously claimed that the comedians coerced her and her younger brother into starring in sexual suggestive sketches. All right, they're saying that when Jane Doe was 14 and John Doe, which was her brother, was 7 years old, that they filmed through a pedo's eyes, with Aries playing a predatory babysitter. Okay, and they're saying that Jane also claimed that Tiffany forced her to make suggestive noises, all right, and simulate some type of oral something going on while she was eating a sandwich in another skit. All right. Now they're saying that after the dismissal, that Jane Doe seemed to clear Tiffany of any wrongdoing in a statement. This is crazy. All right. Saying that my family and I have known Tiffany Haddish for many years and that we now know that she would never harm me or my brother or help anyone else do anything that could harm us. This is what they were saying when they were trying to come to an agreement. So they're saying that we wish Tiffany the best and that we are glad that we can all put this behind us. And it goes on to say that Tiffany, however, cannot put this behind her. They're saying that she received they said that Trizza, which is the children's mother, has not put this behind her, and that she received a $15,000 settlement from Aries Spears. Okay. Now they're saying yet that doesn't cover the damages for her personal and professional life. And that Tiffany and Aries had some type of bogus claims, and now they're trying to say that she's trying to extort them. So they're saying that she claims to suffer from mental anguish and anxiety after the comedians publicly slandered her character, integrity, morals, and ethical values. All right. Crazy, y'all. So they're saying that the mother of the two also doubled down on Tiffany's alleged misconduct with her kids. They're saying that the new lawsuit claims that she groomed and solicited the underage children to perform and to film, record, publish, and distribute sexual inappropriate content. All right. So they're saying that the suit claims that Trizza requested them to retract their statements about her in February. And they're saying that she claims that Tiffany promised to clear their name on March the 7th of 2023 in a phone call. Okay. Saying that the media isn't talking about it right now. And she says that I have 4 movies coming out this year and I'm going to be doing a lot of press. She says, if it comes up, I'll be sure to mention it. All right. So crazy. So they're saying instead that Trizza thinks that the infamous instigator has secretly been bad-mouthing her. And they're saying that a reporter even reached out to her in June after interviewing Tiffany. All right. So she is coming after them for $1 million because she feels mental anguish and all of this behind this situation with her 2 kids who she allowed to film a skit with Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, which I feel is very inappropriate because they were children. I mean, why do you have children making moaning sounds in a skit? Like, that's highly inappropriate. So why she even approved for them to even be in it? Because as a parent, if your children are doing any type of acting, you do have to approve it. And you do need to know what you are approving with them being minors for them doing this. So it just seems crazy. So now she's looking for a money grab of $1 million because all of a sudden she has mental anguish and she is going through all of these, crazy feelings and whatnot. So we will see what comes out of this. She only got $15,000. According to her, $15,000 was not enough. So she's going for the gusto, which is $1 million. So we'll see what comes of this and if she gets this money. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Moving right along, child. Lizzo's dancers, honey, they are still coming after her. They are not backing down. They're saying that they're speaking up and they're saying that Lizzo is gaslighting them after denying their allegations. Okay. I think she's gonna be in a lot of trouble behind this, if you ask me. This whole Lizzo situation, because baby, you cannot be forcing people to do certain stuff and they're holding their job over their heads. That's giving too much. It's making you look really crazy out here in these streets. Okay. I'm going to talk about just a little bit of that. I'm going to move on to saying that Lizzo's backup dancers are sharing their reactions after the singer denies their recent allegations of sexual harassment and weight shaming. I don't know why she's doing that because she's a big girl too. All right. Now they're saying it was previously reported that the 3 women filed a suit against Lizzo and that her production company, and as well as her production company and the singer's dance caption earlier this week. All right. Now they're saying that the 3 plaintiffs of the suit, Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez, sat down for an exclusive interview with Entertainment Tonight this past Thursday afternoon. They're saying that during the interview that Williams explained that she feels that Lizzo has essentially attempted to gaslight the plaintiffs with her response of their accusations. Okay. She said, I think for me, that is very interesting to be so open and genuine about the trauma that we experienced and to be open about the hurt and that she caused us. All right. It says that for her to respond back, essentially gaslighting us. All right. So they're saying that Williams explained that Lizzo's response to their accusations didn't address any of their claims directly, nor did the singer's responses attempt to take accountability on any level, which that's not going to be a good look, okay, for her. They said that she never acknowledged any of the claims directly that we brought forward to the table, and that so far that it is to be met with that. It says it just kind of solidifies the pattern that every time we bring up an issue with her, that every time we advocate for ourselves, they're saying that we're met with retaliation instead of, okay, you experienced this, okay? So they're saying that you, this is as an artist that what I represent, I don't want you to feel like I don't care about you. So they're saying that I don't want you to feel like that I don't want you to include, that I don't want to include you. They're saying that I don't want you to feel like I'm body shaming you. And it says that if this is what you're feeling, then I might completely disagree with you, but I can at least try to hear you out to see how we can go towards moving forward. Okay, this is what they're saying they wanted Lizzo to say, but she pretty much didn't give a damn. So they're saying, however, Williams continued by explaining that they weren't met with that. And additionally, that she added that she, meaning Davis and Rodriguez, are constantly being gaslit, and that Lizzo is constantly deflecting, meaning that she's not taking any accountability to the accusations that they brought against her. Okay, so they're saying that additionally that she added that Williams says similar to Williams, that Lizzo response failed to show empathy for the women. Okay, and they're also saying that Ariana Davis then stepped in to further back up what the other backup dancer was saying as well. So they're all saying the same thing, that Lizzo was making them do really, you know, nasty things on tour, the things that they didn't want to do, and they felt pressured to do these things because they didn't want to lose their job. Okay. So they're saying that as previously reported on Tuesday, August 1st, that the three dancers filed a lawsuit against Lizzo, against the Big Girl Touring Incorporated and Lizzo's dance caption, Shirley Quigley. They said in the lawsuit that the group alleged that Lizzo, or how Lizzo rather, and her management team treated their performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly. There says that additionally that the suit added that the singer privately weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, okay, but absolutely demoralizing. So they're saying that the suit also included instances where the singer allegedly forced the dancers to touch, like we talked about before, nude performers and eat bananas protruding from the performers' vajayjays at the Amsterdam strip club. Okay, totally unacceptable. Lizzo really is not coming out to say much about this. All right, but the singers, they are the backup dancers, they are speaking out. So they're saying that the singer continued by explaining that she is not a villain or a victim, adding that she has been very open with her sexuality. This is Lizzo talking. They're saying, however, she will not allow others to use that openness to make her out to be something that she is not. So it's sounding like she doesn't want them to speak out on how they feel or what's really going on behind the scenes. And she has doubled down and got her a lawyer. She is using the same attorney that Bill Cosby used whenever he was going through the sexual assault situations with all the women that were coming after him. So she is using Bill Cosby's attorney who represented him. So we'll see how this turns out. At best, these women will receive probably a huge payout, and this will take a huge hit on Lizzo's career. As you guys know, that's usually how it goes. Yeah, she'll lose. She's already lost a lot of followers behind this. She's lost a lot of people who stopped following her and don't support her anymore because of this. And the fact that she fat shames people and then get online and on social media and starts all this crying when somebody mentions her weight is so crazy to me. I've seen several videos and we talked about it before. Okay. But yeah, let's move on to some Love and Marriage Huntsville news. They're saying that Destiny Payton, I call it Tackleberry Payton, is said to be trying to make her way back to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now they're saying y'all remember her interview with somebody said I never followed her. They're saying that in the recent interview with Carlos King with Destiny, they're saying that when he asked her if she would like to come back to Love and Marriage Huntsville or if she would like to try Love and Marriage Detroit, because y'all know she said she's from Detroit. Y'all know she hurried up and said, oh yes, I want to be on both of them. Okay. So Carlos, I'm guessing he may be trying to slide her back into the show, maybe as a friend of the show, just to kind of test the waters to see how the viewers accept her coming back, because we really wasn't seeing it for Destiny. Nobody really wants to see her come back except her fan club president, old Peggy over there, honey. So they're saying that y'all know that Destiny, she's been popping up at several recordings with Love and Marriage Huntsville. She was at the party in the pasture. She was there. She was seen there. As y'all know, the Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras were there because it was a filmed event. She was also at the Black Expo event as well, where several pictures I've seen floating around on social media did show her at the event, as well as Wanda, even though you guys know they weren't shown on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I think Carlos is going to try to give her a second shot. I know she said in the interview that there were certain things that she could not talk about during the time that she was on the show because she was under a gag order with LeBeric. So now she's saying that she feels that she can be open. So I don't know if Carlos is going to try to bring her back. She don't really, to me, have anything interesting to talk about because she's not doing anything. She did mention in some interview that she was doing that she's trying to relaunch Madani again. And I'm just like, Destiny, we don't really care about no damn Madani. Okay, like what else do you have that's going on besides this damn podcast that you're doing? And that doesn't seem to be doing so great either. But I don't know. But Carlos did reveal that she is ready to open up again. And so I guess he's going to try to make some room for her to be back on this show again. And I keep saying that he may be trying to cook up something as well for Nene Leakes, because he is paying very close attention to her. I did see a lot of comments where people were saying that Carlos might be kind of scared to fool with Nene because Nene is very, very controlling and she's very demanding. And I don't know if he's ready to deal with that with Nene, but we'll see what it gives with Destiny. I don't think she should come back to the show because I don't think a lot of people are really checking for her like that. And I hope she kept that damn U-Haul when she moved out of damn Madani, because yeah, she is set to be moving from LeBeric's house pretty soon, because he does have a new realtor who is trying to sell the home, and they've dropped the price dramatically. So the home may be selling soon. So I don't know what Destiny's going to do, sis. You better go ahead and figure that out versus thinking about trying to be on this damn show. Okay. I think she has bigger things to think about versus being on Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. Speaking of Nene Leakes, moving on to her, I saw an interview where she did mention, when y'all remember she sat down with Carlos King, speaking of him, and I don't want to keep talking about the chipmunk this morning, child, but she did mention they had a conversation about if she was talking about Sheree Whitfield on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Carlos mentioned Sheree, and Nene was asking, well, what is it that Sheree is doing? Well, I mean, he said he was saying that she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Nene was like, well, what is she doing on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Carlos then went on to say, well, she's dating Martel. So Nene then says, well, you know, she's not dating him anymore. And I don't think he wanted that to come out because he's been trying to build a storyline around Martel to give him some type of concrete storyline. So he wasn't trying to be hearing that. And he quickly tried to change the subject when Nene said that, okay, which was so weird to me. His whole body language, his facial expression and everything changed, because I don't think he wanted that to come out in that interview. He wanted everybody to still believe that Sheree and Martel had this thing going on. But as you guys know, the women on Real Housewives of Atlanta, they've already ran him up from over there. They don't want him over there. Martel is a problem on Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're not checking for his ass over there. So Sheree is still running around claiming Martel, as you guys know, still saying that that is her man. He has yet to claim her, but Carlos wants to keep this narrative going that Martel and Sheree has something going on in an effort to be able to have Martel flip-flop from two networks to earn a paycheck, because y'all know he's going to look out for Martel because he's like his son. I keep saying it. But yeah, so Nene kind of blew the cover on the whole Sheree and Martel situation and the whole dating rumors, as to say that they're not dating. So she confirmed she knows Sheree. She hangs with Sheree. She knows what's going on with Sheree. So she already put it out there that Sheree and Martel are not dating. And I think Carlos was kind of bothered by that because, like I said, he hurried up and changed the subject from what Nene was talking about between Martel and Sheree dating. Okay. But yeah, she said, yeah, she's no longer dating him. And Carlos was like, okay, so let's talk about this. He tried to breeze over that. I was just like, see, I see you, Carlos. I see you. But he looked hella uncomfortable when they were talking about that. I said, yeah, we already know. That's something everybody already knew. And this past episode I was watching last night, the most recent episode with Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sheree was talking about she had like 3 different breast jobs done. And the most recent one she had done, she said, oh, I like this one pretty much. better than the other breast jobs that I've had done. And she said, oh, and Martel really, really likes this. So she's still trying to throw, she's still trying to hang on to this whole Martel this and Martel that. Say, oh, Martel really loves this. Martel really loves this. When she's not even seeing Martel. But she's still trying to keep that. Y'all know Sheree, honey. She gonna lie and she gonna hold on to a story line. She did it with Tyrone for the longest, and Tyrone won't even fooling with her. But go off, sis. Go off. We're gonna keep this train rolling, honey. Last topic, honey. Last topic here is you guys know that the networks, there are several networks, Bravo and NBC, are being sued for several abuse allegations, as well as Revenge P as well. Okay, let's talk about that right quick, because we're starting to see that in several networks, especially with OWN now. We're seeing that with OWN now. Okay, so they're saying that Bravo and NBC, the networks, are being sued for Revenge P. Now, if you guys remember, for Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all remember the episode with Bolo, the guy that's, real hung like that, where he was said to have had some intimate moments with a couple girls on the cast whenever they invited him on a little girls trip at like a little rented house that they were staying at. The women asked for the cameras to be turned off, and it said and alleged that Portia Williams had some type of sexual encounter with Bolo, and they were saying that Drew Sidora, as well as I want to say Tanya, that used to be on the show, but they're saying that Drew Sidora had some type of freaky deaky, maybe girl on girl action as well. And she was upset because they were saying that they were told that the cameras were turned off. And so the women were kind of doing some things in the dark that they didn't want seen on camera. But several other women were recording with their phones, and they were saying that the Bravo cameras were still rolling. Y'all remember that? So they're now, some of the women are upset, saying that it was an invasion of their privacy. But my thing is this: if you sign contracts and you know you're going to be filmed, I mean, I don't know how that works to where you're saying I'm going to be cutting the cameras off and turn it, Bravo, y'all turn the cameras off because we want to have some private moments or whatever. I don't know how that works. Okay. But they're saying that the network has threatened several cast members that if they speak out, that they could possibly be sued and or blackballed. Okay. Yeah. Did y'all know that? So, yeah. So let's read what it says. It says that a number of unnamed reality TV stars are going to war against NBC and Bravo. They're saying that attorneys Brian Freedom and Mark Geragos sent legal letters to NBC, and that the letters claim that both current and former reality TV personalities have been subjected to grotesque and depraved mistreatment. Okay. Now they're saying there are numerous accusations laid out in the letter, and they're saying that these alleged threatening of cast members if they speak out about their mistreatment and distribution of revenge, PORN. They're saying that that seems to be just the tip of the iceberg for the shocking claims. Okay, and some of them are experiencing dire circumstances, and they're saying that they have been ignored. Now they're saying that some reality stars have gone scorched earth against NBC, and it appears in particular Bravo, and they're claiming that its reality stars have been subjected to grotesque, like I said, and depraved treatment. Now they're saying that Brian Freedom and Mark Geragos of NBC claiming current and former cast and crew members of its reality shows have been tormented among the allegations. You guys hear that? Now they're saying, this is what they're trying to say. They're saying that they've been denying mental health treatment to cast members displaying obvious and alarming signs of mental deterioration. They've been exploiting minors for uncompensated and sometimes long-term appearances on NBC and reality TV shows, because you guys know that a few of the cast members do film with their children, just like Kenya Moore. So they're saying that they've also been accused of distributing and or condoning the distribution of non-consensual pornography as well. So they're saying that covering up acts of sexual violence and also refusing to allow cast members the freedom to leave their shows even under dire circumstances. Okay, so these are some things that some of the cast members are alleging with NBC and Bravo. And the same can be said about OWN with this situation with the Revenge P with Mel and Martel. When I was looking at this, I said this kind of mirrors some of the things that's being said about Bravo. It just kind of flip-flops a little bit in terms of the abuse allegations, okay? But they are forcing their cast members to endure certain things on set, and their jobs are being threatened if they speak about it, okay? But we already know the situation with the Revenge P with Martel and Mel, and I said that it kind of mirrors what's going on between Bravo and NBC as well, with Melody being forced to film with Martel, knowing the situation between the two of them. They're in court, they were in court during the time of filming, which made it very difficult for Melody, I'm sure, to be able to focus on what she needed to focus on set by being there with Martel, with him. Y'all saw him come around the table trying to shake her hand. It was like he was trying to get a moment. He already knew she wasn't fooling with her, so that was just his way of trying to pick at her and bother her and pry at her, knowing that Melody don't fool with him, that at the time she was feeling away. You could see it in her body language, in her face, when she was filming with him. She didn't want to be in the same room with him, but she was forced to film with him because she was kind of, in a sense, his storyline. So it was kind of unfortunate for her to be forced to be in that situation, knowing that he was pretty much using her and really abusing her behind the scenes. And, you know, like she was saying, she's been going through probably some mental anguish and having panic attacks, as far as what she was saying with the situation with Martel. It's to that point to where she's forced to be around him, and behind the scenes she's having panic attacks. So I feel like Bravo, somebody needs to take a look into that. And I know Melody was saying that, you know, she is on trying to get her lawyers and stuff involved with the whole Revenge P thing, but she also needs to look into maybe suing OWN for putting her in a very hostile situation, working environment wise, because that is very, very dangerous to be in that type of situation with someone who is very unhinged, such as Martel. And then the situation with Bravo and NBC, I think that's kind of crazy too, for them to be able to see things on set and to have to not be able to speak about it or talk about it, or their jobs be put at risk. That's kind of like a controlling factor, or be blackballed. We've seen several actresses and actors be blackballed in Hollywood. Look at Monique. When they ain't fooling with you, look at Nene. When they're not fooling with you, they're not fooling with you. And that's their bread and butter. Them being on these shows, that's the way they pay their bills. So if they're forced to be in gruesome situations that they feel are unfair, and they feel like they can't speak about it, something needs to be done about it. What do you guys think? I don't know. You can put it in the comments. I'll be happy to hear what you guys have to say. They're sending Carlos asking Mel inappropriate questions. That too. We talked about that here on this platform as well, with Carlos being very personal with Melody in terms of what she did behind closed doors in her own bedroom. That's none of your concern. That's none of his concern who she lays with or what she did behind closed doors. If she decided to give her husband a BJ, then that's what she decided to do. And if she decided to be with anybody else, I don't feel like it was his place to speak about it or grill her on the stage about this situation. If she said, I don't remember that, for him to continue to press her on that, then that becomes harassment, okay? It became harassment when you asked her, first of all. But when you continue to press her on that, like, to me, that's giving too much just for ratings, all right? So, yeah, that's going to conclude our show this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed our topics of Car Chronicles. I'm going to try to do a pop-in today, you guys, because I kind of have a full day. I got to play catch up. I've been gone all week. I have 1,000 emails that I'm going to have to go through this morning. But I appreciate you guys coming over, all 546 of you guys. Please hit the like button if you did not. We got 257 likes. Some of you did not hit the doorbell when you came in, but it's okay. You can do it on your way out, okay? Please leave comments to let me know how you feel about the show today. Somebody said, love you. Thank you so much, Karma Girl. Love you right back. And also feel free to subscribe to this channel if you did not. All right. Love you guys all the way down. Thank you, Moss, for doing such a great job. Thank you for any content creators that joined us as well. All right. Love you guys that way, and goodbye. Y'all enjoy your day. Somebody said my skin looks beautiful. Thank you.